What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're talking about a rod I've been fishing for a few months now. I want to give you my full detailed impression of the TFO option bass rod. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, I do a lot of unboxing videos, a lot of things on new tackle, gear, things in the industry, all those sort of things. And I do a lot of unboxings, like I said, but then down the line, I actually fish this stuff. First I give you my first impressions, then I actually put it to the test. I go out in the water, I fish, multiple situations, multiple days, not just a half day here and there, but actually trying this stuff. And it usually takes a few months to kind of get a good feel of what I like and what I don't like about the rod, or whatever product it is. So today we're talking about the Option Bass series from TFO. Now, TFO rods, I had 3 rods, 3 different series sent to me. So I tried all those rods. I've done a review of the Resolve Bass. There's also the Taction, and now the Option Bass. Now, in the scheme of things, this is the lowest price of all of them. This is a $150 rod, and they are really geared towards bass fishing. There's 10 different models. I think it's 7 casting, 3 spinning. This is a 7.3 medium heavy. Now, all these rods are not, really highly technical, which you see in a lot of different brands. You got a light crankbait, jerkbait. You have all these, any technique you can imagine. They have rods designed for it. Now, these are kind of more general. This is a 7.3 medium heavy. I have a frog on there right now, but I've also used it for pitching, light jigs. I've used buzz baits on it, bigger topwaters. I've done a lot of different things with this rod, including using fluorocarbon, anywhere from 12 to 20 pound. And right now I have 50-pound braid on there. So it does a lot. That kind of shows you right away that this rod can do a lot of different things. It's, again, a medium heavy. It's a fast action, which I think all the rods in that series are a fast action. So you're not gonna get moderate or you're not gonna get extra fast. So I think that kind of lends itself to being more versatile. Right now I have a frog on it, like I said. It's a very good frog rod. I wouldn't use it in like really heavy mats, but it's still pretty stout, even being a medium heavy, and it has the right action, the tip action that I like to get that frog to work side to side. That kind of leads me to another point about TFO rods in general. Something about it that I noticed, whether it's this one or the Resolve or any of them, is they are a little bit heavier than a lot of other brands, and not like weight, but as far as the power, their power and the actions are actually more true to what I would consider like the standard. Some brands, they say medium light and they're really like a light, or they say heavy and they're really more like a medium heavy. Now, TFO, again, just my experience fishing 4 different rods in 3 series, they tend to be more true to what they say, which is great. Everything should be what it sounds like, right? So this medium heavy is a little bit heavier than some of the other brands' medium heavies, but this is kind of more a traditional medium heavy in my opinion. Now, going back to the rod a little bit, you can see it's gray, it's a carbon fiber blank. It's got the gray EVA, so very sleek looking. I like the EVA. It's pretty common with a lot of different rods. One downside with this gray, as you can see, there's a little mark on there. It is dirtier. It gets dirtier than black, obviously, just because it's lighter. Not the end of the world. You can clean that thing up. It's just like cork or anything else. You have to clean it if you fish a lot, or stuff happens on the boat. There's a lot of reasons why rods get stained. Not the end of the world, again, but that's just something I've noticed from fishing it. The other thing, kind of going back to the rod, like $150 rod, so pretty, mid-price range rods. It's not a real cheap rod. It's not a very expensive rod either. So it's a good price rod, and it's really quality. I really like this because, again, it's a versatile model, this 7.3 medium heavy. It's not too heavy as far as the actual weight. It's comfortable. It has a great action. The power is spot on for what I think is a real medium heavy. It's something you could do a lot with. Now, the other thing that TFO does, which is kind of unique, is you see these red accents right here. So they actually have I don't know if anyone else does it, but each power has a different color. So if you have a bunch of rods in your rod locker, you can just look down and know that, red is a medium heavy. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but each of the colors means something different. So that's pretty cool, especially if you have multiple rods that look the same and you got the same kind of reels. It's good to be able to see at a glance which one you're grabbing. So pretty smart idea. It doesn't change anything about the rod really, but a pretty cool idea. Another thing I liked about it is a comfortable rod. The reel seat, you got the exposed blank right there. It just it just feels comfortable. Again, it's powerful for being a medium heavy. I mean, it just feels great when you're fishing it with multiple different techniques. Either, like I said, working a frog, pitching, flipping, all those things that I did with it. It was really good. The rod has held up great. It's got stainless steel guides. You know, they're not the most high-end guides, but they're great. You know, I haven't had any issues with them at all. This rod casts really well, especially for about 150 bucks. It is a solid rod for that price. There's 10 models to choose from. I really do like all of TFO rods. You know, it's not as crisp feeling as the Resolve series, you know, because it's half as much money, but it is a very good rod for the price. So I really have enjoyed it. Like I said, I put it through the paces, trying a lot of different techniques, and I think I settled on throwing a frog on this particular model, which was not what I thought it would be when I first got it and first did that video a few months ago, but it works great for it. So I'm gonna keep it on there, and it's gonna be a great rod for that. You know, maybe when it gets colder, I'll switch it, you know, put some fluorocarbon on this reel and do some different things with it, but it can do a lot of different things. 7.3 medium heavy is very versatile. It's a great option if you're looking to get one. This is a good one right here. The Option Bass TFO 7.3 medium heavy fast.